As a child of divorce myself, I can tell you that the scars I feel from some conversations I had with my parents during and after their divorce process will never leave me. As a parent facing divorce, you will have emotional trauma, but it's important you take those issues to a professional trained counselor and never to your children. If there are issues with the other spouse, whether it's emotional, mental abuse, absence in the home, or other shortfalls that have led to you making the decision to seek a divorce or responding to a divorce, it is never in your interest, and certainly not your child's interest, for you to ever take those issues to them. I can tell you from experience. We encourage our family law clients, especially in contested or contentious divorces, where there may be a problem with the honesty of the other party or memories down the road of what took place, to keep a custody journal. It can be as simple as grabbing a notebook, keeping it in a safe place, and documenting date and time in your memory of exchanges, what did or did not take place when you came into contact with the other party as it relates to child custody during the divorce process and beyond. Unless you have concerns about your safety or the safety of your children, pulling out your phone and recording the interaction every time you come into contact with the other spouse or former spouse during custody exchanges is not in your interest. If you have concerns about needing to document everything, work with your family law attorney to make sure that you establish safe places for child custody exchanges. We've worked with a number of people that pick locations that have camera footage at the location itself where the exchange will take place in case of worst scenario. The vast majority of clients that we represent do not need to document every detail of every custody exchange. But if you have concerns about safety or concerns about things being misrepresented in the future, it is in your interest to keep a custody journal where you document what takes place, or use one of the user-friendly apps such as My Parent Wizard, which allows you to record events as they happen in the custody process. It is a mistake to miss visitation time or exchanges, and as your children get older, it has a substantial negative impact on them. Children that are old enough to recognize the dynamics between their parents have deep-seated memories and potentially pain points related to missed visitation time with the other parent. Not only does missing exchanges or visitation negatively impact your children, it can be used against you in court later. If you're consistent on missing visitation or time with your children, the other party can use that as a basis potentially to seek a custody modification to take even more time from you, which not only negatively impacts your relationship with your children, but could result in greatly increased child support payments. Some of the worst communication methods that we see at Cannon Associates when it comes to parenting is a complete lack thereof or toxicity in every interaction. If you can avoid yelling at each other, pointing the finger at each other, and making it about the dynamics that led to you separating and make it more about the details of the day, that is in you and your child's best interest. If there's continued resentment or toxicity between you and your former spouse or the parent of your child, keep the conversation limited in scope. Focus on location of drop-off, times of drop-offs, and the details of what needs to happen between you and the other party. By keeping the conversation more focused on the child, the timing, the visitation exchange itself, and less about you and the dynamics between you and your former spouse, the better. I hope this video has helped you understand and prepare for some of the most common custody mistakes. Keep in mind, the more you make it about the child, their needs, and less about you and the dynamics with your soon-to-be former spouse, the better. I'm John Cannon with Cannon Associates. If you have other questions about custody, visitation exchanges, or anything of the like, I encourage you to reach out for a free case strategy session. We'd be happy to sit down with you and get you answers to your specific questions about these issues that you're dealing with.